Good morning. Hi, my name is Alexis. Welcome back to my channel. I am a personal trainer who recently got very bored with her programming. Got very bored with her workouts. So I have decided this year to go on a quest to become the most impressive version of myself. I have set several goals, performance-based goals that, oh, incoming Maya. Hi Maya. Okay, bye. I have set several performance-based goals that I am working towards this year. If you want to know more about it, I will link the introduction to this new series below. But for right now, we're talking about my goal of getting a handstand. And I want to preface this by saying I am not an expert. I cannot even hold a handstand longer than 1 second. But when I started, I couldn't even hold one for 1 second. So I'm improving. So I'm gonna share what I have been doing because a lot of you have been asking what I've been doing to work on them. So I'm gonna share what I've been doing the last 4 weeks to work towards being able to do a handstand. So let's get into it. This is a delicious smoothie. I have the recipe in my most recent video. Just saying. Okay, so first I'm gonna go over what I've been doing to work on handstands that aren't just practicing handstands. So the first thing is I really wanted to work on my chest and shoulder strength in regards to holding and manipulating my body weight, which is a completely different kind of strength than just what I usually do, which is overhead dumbbell press, lateral raises, you know, things to get my shoulders to look how I want instead of getting them to be able to hold my body weight and shift my body weight. So in order to work on that type of strength, I have been doing a lot of push-ups because pushing up your body weight, shoulder, chest strength, you know what a push-up is. And then I've also been doing a lot of what are called pike holds. I will show you videos of what they look like, but basically you're putting your feet up on the wall and holding yourself, making sure your weight is completely over your hands, and you're just holding your body weight above your hands, strong through your shoulders for as long as you can. So when I first started, my shoulder started to get shaky at like 20 seconds, and now I can hold it for about 45 seconds before I really am like staring at the timer. So I've already seen like major strength increases with doing those. The reason why it's important to practice those is even if you get the balance of a handstand, if you don't have the strength to hold up your body weight in that position for longer than 5 or 10 seconds, you're gonna fail the handstand almost immediately. So it's really important to work on that strength. So those are 2 things I have been doing outside of just practicing handstands. Another thing I really needed to work on was my core strength in regards to my body weight. So the thing I see the most accounts that talk about doing handstands recommend is hollow hold. So I will put a video of the hellscape that is a hollow hold up now. But basically it's holding your entire body rigid with your core while laying on the ground. It's important to develop that strength because when you're in a handstand, you need to use your core to keep your entire body rigid, right? If hollow holds are too difficult for you, which they very well might be because they're fucking hard, you can start with boat holds, which is like a slightly easier variation. So I'll put a video of that. Just practice holding them for longer and longer each time. Something I'm doing with working on handstands and working on pull-up strength is keeping track of my progress. So like at first I can only do a hollow hold for like 20 seconds and now I can do it for almost a minute. So I can see myself progressing, which is also a motivator. If you feel like you're not progressing, you can scroll up and see, oh, I used to only be able to do this for this amount of time. Now I can do it for this amount of time. So that's really helping me. So those are the 2 things I'm doing in the gym now that I'm working on my handstands. In terms of practicing the handstands themselves, I'm doing it 2 different ways. Number 1 is, you know, starting in the pike hold, and then when I feel secure enough, lifting one leg, and then if I feel balanced enough, lifting the other leg and trying to hold it. I always do it facing the wall instead of facing away from the wall, and that's because again, a lot of accounts that I reference for learning how to do a handstand say if you are doing it facing away from the wall and you're kicking up against the wall, you can get used to whenever you kick up into it, kicking too hard and relying on the wall being there, and it's really hard to break that habit. So that's why I'm only doing it facing the wall. Some people do it differently.
And that's totally
but that's kind of how I'm doing it. Recently, I started trying to kick up into a handstand, which is not going great so far.
But that's okay.
It's kind of terrifying, which leads me to the next skill you need to practice, which is falling out of a handstand. That was holding me back for a while. I was so terrified of lifting that second leg off the wall and falling over my head because I didn't know what to do with my body once I was like falling over. So I would just like crumple into the ground and I was afraid I was gonna fucking break my neck. So you need to pick a side that you fall towards more often and learn how to cartwheel out of the handstand. It becomes second nature very quickly. Like once I practiced it a few times, my body automatically did that as soon as I started to fall over. Definitely practice falling out of the handstand so you know what to do with your body when you start falling over. It'll also help you like have confidence once you know, like, okay, if I overkick it, I'll just cartwheel out, it's fine. So definitely practice that. I am practicing kicking up into it now because I was like, wait, my goal is to take sexy handstand pics on a beach. There's not gonna be a wall on the beach for me to climb my feet up and then slowly get into the handstand. I need to be able to just kick up into it. So I am also practicing that. In terms of frequency of practice, I would say I like fuck around practicing kicking up into the handstand maybe 4 times a week in my room. But in terms of that specific core and chest and shoulder strength training that I'm doing that in the gym 2 to 3 times a week. So basically all of my upper body sessions now are a mix of the pull-up practice and the handstand strength practice. I'll do another video on what I'm doing to work on my pull-ups. So yeah, so that's kind of the frequency of like how I'm training and practicing. I will link some of the resources I'm using below, some of the like YouTube channels and Instagram pages I'm using to take inspiration from and advice from on what skills to practice in order to get there. If you guys have any other accounts that I don't list that you recommend, please list them. And yeah, I think that's it. I feel like I just talked nonstop for so long. Which I guess is every YouTube channel. It's just every YouTube video is just me talking nonstop, but that's okay. You guys like it. That's why you're here, right? So yeah, let me know if you have other things you recommend me doing, if you have your handstands and have anything that you recommend me practice or try, let me know. I hope this video was helpful or inspiring or something. Please give it a like if you liked it and comment and just tell me hi.
I got a chance to my team.
I love you guys so much. Maya, come say goodbye. Maya, come. Hello. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Okay, bye.